Hi, good day everyone, and a warm welcome to our channel Know Your Company. Today, we are going to provide you a brief overview about Titagarh Rail Systems, which is one of the most talked about companies in India currently. We'll also look into the product offerings of the company and its competitors. We'll perform a SWOT analysis of the company and look at its financial performance. So let's get started. Titagarh Rail Systems Limited was formerly known as Titagarh Wagons Limited, and it's a prominent Indian rolling stock manufacturer in the private sector. The company was founded in July 1997 and was listed in NSE and BSE in April 2008. The order book of the company at the end of Q1 FY24 stands at close to 28,000 crore, while the revenue from operations from FY23 was around or even less than 3,000 crore. This implies that the current order book is almost close to 10 times the revenue that the company has achieved in FY23. If we look at the group company, there is one interesting company named Titagarh Firema SPA Italy, which is involved in designing and manufacturing of the passenger rolling stock. The company has also formed a joint venture with Ramakrishna Forgings, and the joint venture's name is Ramakrishna Titagarh Railways Limited, and it intends to construct one of the largest train wheel manufacturing plants in Asia using cutting-edge German technology and machinery. Recently, it has won a contract from Indian Railways to manufacture around 15 lakh forged wheels, and the total contract value is around 12,000 crore. A consortium of Titagarh Rail Systems Limited and BHEL has inked a contract with Indian Railways for manufacturing 80 Vande Bharat sleeper trains. The contract value is close to 25,000 crore. We also say that Titagarh Rail Systems Limited is involved in supplying coaches to various metro railway systems in India, particularly in Surat, Ahmedabad, Bengaluru. Apart from the railways, TRSL has also launched a new typing support craft for the Indian Navy. If we look at the business verticals of TRSL, we observe that there are four primary business verticals, namely railway freight, railway transit, engineering, and shipbuilding. As part of the railway freight vertical, the company is involved in the development of various components like cast bodies, couplers, draft gear, loco shells, and CMS crossing. They also manufacture rolling stock, which in other words involves manufacturing various types of wagons. The Railway Transit Division is involved in building various components and coaches for passenger trains, local train, and metro railways. They also provide maintenance services as a part of this vertical. As part of the engineering division, they are involved in building various types of bridges and provide equipments to the defense sector. The last and the newly formed division is shipbuilding. However, the current focus is primarily on completing the work around railway deliverables. If we look at the competitors of Titagarh Rail Systems Limited, we see that Titagarh Rail Systems is competing with both national and multinational players. Some of the prominent competitors include Alstom, Hitachi, Rail Vikas Nigam. We also see Jupiter Wagons, which is another Kolkata-based wagon manufacturer. We also have L&T Construction, CRRC, another Chinese company, Siemens, and Texmaco Rail among their competitors. Let's do a SWOT analysis of Titagarh Rail Systems Limited. Looking at its strengths, first, it's a very low debt company. The debt to equity ratio is 0.26, which is one of the best in the industry. Second, the current order book of 27,000 crores provides very good revenue visibility. Third, it has formed a strategic partnership with Vail and Ramakrishna Virgin, which helped it to win some of the government contracts. Fourth, it has planned for a capex of INR 650 crore, which will contribute to the capacity expansion, and that in turn will help to complete some of the pending orders. It also has a diverse product portfolio and a very strong industry presence. However, looking at its weaknesses, we understand that it is in a low margin business and it's a very highly competitive business landscape. It is highly reliant on the cyclical railway industry, and it will be susceptible to economic downturns and fluctuations in government spending. The company has faced financial challenges in the past, and the lack of focus on research and development may provide an impediment in the near future. Looking at the opportunities, the first and foremost thing is the India government's focus on infrastructure development and the Indian Railways capex plans of close to 2.4 lakh crore in the current financial year. There is a dedicated freight corridor planned, and the PLI scheme and Make in India initiatives are very good developments for Titagarh Railway Systems. Further, it has a license for workshop manufacture, and that is something very niche that the company has have. Looking at the threats, any kind of economic downturns or fluctuations in government budgets or any kind of supply chain disruptions or fluctuations in the raw material prices can impact the company adversely, and it is competing in an environment where both domestic and international competitors are vying for this kind of projects, and any kind of price wars can impact their profitability or the profit margins of the company. Looking at the financial snapshot of the company for Q1 FY24, we see that the revenue has gone up by 110%, while the EBITDA has gone up by 158%, and the profit before tax has gone up by 209%. And coupled with that, there's a margin expansion from 6.72% in Q1 FY23 to 9.89% in Q1 FY24 when it comes to profit before tax. Further, we see that although there is a slight dip in revenue quarter on quarter, however, the EBITDA margin has gone up by 158% year on year and 11% quarter on quarter. Likewise, the profit before tax has gone up by 209% year on year and 20% quarter on quarter, and the EPS has gone up by 194% year on year, and quarter on quarter it is a growth of 28%. We also say that the majority of the revenue comes from freight rolling stock, and the passenger rolling stock has a minuscule contribution to the overall revenue. However, it is growing, and we expect it to come up in the near future as well. The margin in the freight rolling stock is around 13%, while in case of passenger rolling stock is 3.87%, possibly because of the lower base, and as it improves the revenue for passenger rolling stock, we expect the margins also to improve accordingly. Hope this presentation was useful to you. As a part of the disclaimer, we'd like to mention that this presentation is for information purpose only. This presentation is not to be considered as an investment recommendation. If you like our channel, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel and watch out other interesting videos as well. Thank you. Jai Hind.